And Avanti West Coast, Class 390 Pendolino has hit a landslide in Cumbria, which has caused it to be derailed, leaving 4 people injured and rail services being delayed for up to 2 hours. We also say goodbye to Stagecoach in Birmingham, as the company has decided not to renew the tenders for the 41 and the A9 services, the 41 being taken over by National Express and extended, and the A9 being taken over by Diamond Bus. And of course, we've got shocking news about the Huntingdon Train Stabbing. I'll tell you all about that later in the programme. Hello and welcome to FTBM News, the show where we talk about some of the latest transport headlines. First up, a Class 390 Pendolino has hit a landslide and derailed in Cumbria. 4 people have been injured, with trains being delayed up to 2 hours. The train derailed and hit the landslide at 6 a.m. this morning, and all 90 people on board were checked over, with some suffering severe injuries. Following this, a major incident was declared. Ticket acceptance being accepted on the following operators, which I'm about to show you now. King's Cross and Edinburgh with LNER, between Edinburgh and Glasgow Central with ScotRail, between Edinburgh and Birmingham New Street with Cross Country, and between Carlisle and Newcastle and Preston, and York and Manchester Piccadilly with Northern. I send my condolences at this difficult time. On to other news now. Stagecoach, we say goodbye to in Birmingham after they decided not to renew the tenders for services 41 and A9. The service running from QE Hospital to Heartlands Hospital has been taken over by National Express West Midlands from their Acox Green garage, with services extended to Buckland End via Stetchford during off-peak hours, using Enviro 200s that are loaned from Yardley Wood garage up until the Coventry E200s that are remaining at that depot are sent in, meaning that Acox Green will have their own E200s for that route. Diamond Bus has taken over the A9 from Solihull to Fordbridge from Stagecoach, using Enviro 200 MMCs that were previously cascaded from Redditch from Tividale. However, this service will be withdrawn in January and will be partially replaced by new 98 and 99 services operated by Diamond Bus, which will also be replacing the 73 route that is currently operated by National Express West Midlands from their Acox Green garage. And we now go to the latest updates about the Huntingdon Train Stabbing. Yes, that's right. 32-year-old man has been remanded in custody, charged with 10 counts of attempted murder after multiple people were stabbed on an LNER train running from Doncaster to London King's Cross, which stopped in Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire shortly before 8 p.m. on Saturday. Mr. Williams, who gave his address as no fixed address, appeared at Peterborough Magistrates Court on Monday wearing a grey tracksuit and handcuffs. He was also charged with possessing a bladed article and 1 count of actual bodily harm in connection to alleged assault on a police officer in custody. As well as this, Mr. Williams is also accused of carrying out an earlier knife attack on another train in East London about 12:45 a.m. on Saturday morning. He is also charged with a separate count of attempted murder and possessing a bladed article after a person suffered facial injuries in the attack at Pontoon Dock DLR station in Silvertown. The court named the victims of the 10 counts of attempted murder at Huntingdon Railway Station as Scott Bletcher, David Presland, Sachin Balakrishnan, Michael Paffey, Kevin Neely, Jonathan Gersh, Stephen Crean, Samir Satuni, Raza Aslam, and Scott Green. Mr. Williams, whose address was listed in court documents as Cuckmere Lane, Southampton, will next appear at Cambridge Crown Court on the 1st of December. The attack took place on the 1825 London North Eastern Railway service from Doncaster, South Yorkshire to King's Cross Station. Police received the first call from passengers on board at 7:39 the same night. Soon after, the train was diverted to Huntingdon, an unscheduled stop. Emergency crews took 10 people to Adamsbrook Hospital in Cambridgeshire, which is 30 minutes away from the station, and one person later went to hospital for treatment. A railway staff member who protected passengers during the Huntingdon attack is in a critical but stable condition in hospital, according to Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander. 11 people have been treated in hospital and 5 are still receiving care. Also in FTBM news tonight, Birmingham junction works commence on the 10th of November, meaning service 74 will be split into 2 separate services, one going from Dudley to West Bromwich and West Bromwich to Birmingham, with service 126 also being rerouted, and an ex-West Midlands Enviro 400 MMC was attacked by fireworks in Birmingham city centre on Friday. Still to come on FTBM News. If you use the service 74 from Dudley to Birmingham via West Bromwich, or the 126 from Dudley to Birmingham, then this one is for you. Birmingham Junction improvement works commence on November the 10th with series of month-long lane closures. And you know what this means for the 74 and 126? Well, let me show you. Service 74 is being split in half. Service 74 is going to be split into 2 separate services, with buses running every 15 minutes between Dudley and West Bromwich only, with buses remaining every 5 minutes between West Bromwich and Birmingham. However, one bus every 15 minutes will be extended to and from West Brom to start finish in Greybridge, which will mean passengers travelling from any point between Dudley and Greybridge to beyond West Brom will need to change bus at West Bromwich. Service 126 from Dudley to Birmingham will have an amended timetable and will be diverted away from Birmingham to from Dudley via Regent Road and Oakham Road. Oops, I almost forgot. Service 87 from Dudley to Birmingham via Albury and Smethwick will have an amended timetable, with journey times in the area increased to reflect likely heavier traffic conditions. Other bus services, however, may experience delays. And finally, why on earth would people do this? I'm going to show you a video. This video contains graphic and shocking content. If you do not want to watch it, please skip it. Shocking moment when masked men launched fireworks on a Birmingham city centre bus on Friday night. 9 people were arrested in connection to the incident, and police are looking for further inquiries. That's it from me for now. Also, I'm sending my condolences to the people who were injured in the train derailment in Cumbria and in the stabbing at Huntingdon. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, peace out guys. Love.